Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to talk about if piracy is right. Before we can answer that question, we gotta know what is piracy. By this definition is the unauthorization or duplication of copyrighted content that is then sold at lower prices or even free. What is an example of this? An example is, say you wanted Cyberpunk 2077, but you look at the price and it's $60. You think to yourself, oh, I don't have that much money, or you just don't want to spend that much money. So people have found a way to go around this. They would go on the internet and find illegal versions of the game and download them, and you could just play them. Even if it's free, there's still a lot of risk that's taken when downloading these games. There's a lot of malware. You're probably wondering to yourself, why would people even take these risks on these illegal games? Well, some people just can't afford the games, or either they don't want to spend the money on these games. But does that make it right? That's the main argument with pirating games or any type of software or music. Does it? Let's look at this for example. This person says pirating is stealing and unethical. They're saying you wouldn't download a car, someone created the content that you would pirate, and they are not getting the profits that make from their efforts. This shows that some people believe that you're stealing from the person who did all that, who did all of it to make that. Like the developers who made a game or the artists who made the songs. They're not getting money back from when you illegally download or copy this stuff. So that argument shows that you're basically stealing. But some developers can see from the point of view of the people who are doing the pirating. As the developer says, he gets it too, and he loves games so much that he used to pirate games because he didn't have a lot of money. But now that he has money, it's easier for him to get games, and he still pay it. And he says he'd rather you play the game he made, rather not than not. But this user says it's morally neutral, because you're not basically stealing from a store and that store losing profit from the game that they bought. It's basically copying and pasting, but the original owner has the thing still. So it's basically like, say I have a doc. I have the original doc, and I copy and paste it, and I sent it to everyone. Even though I sent it to everyone, I still have the original one. So I basically didn't lose anything. That's basically what they say. And they bring up again, the people who can't afford these games. And they even bring up something different this time. They bring up the fact that this game isn't even sold in their country. So does that make it wrong if they wanted to play this game, but they can't even buy it? And some people believe it's even okay to pirate games from big companies, but they don't like the idea of people pirating from small indie devs, because the indie devs put a lot more money into it, and they put a lot more work into it, and they're not really that much money made from them. They're really by themselves on this project. At the end, everyone's going to argue their own opinions, but I personally think that pirating is bad, but it's not that bad if you are poor. I can see the argument from both sides actually. Poor people just can't afford these games, but they want to play it. So why did we take the right away from them because they're poor? But if you look at other situations where countries don't even sell these games to their people, so because this country doesn't even have the game, they should not be allowed to play the game. Even if it means illegally buying it, they should be able to play the game, I'd say. But I say if you can afford the game, don't pirate the game. It's illegal. Don't do this at all. I have never pirated a game myself, but even if you do pirate, just know you're taking money from the developers and the people who are working on this, especially if you pirate an indie game. So that's my opinion on the matter, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what's your opinion on piracy and if it should be illegal. See you guys in the next video.